There's so much that we can create here, but this is the one thing that's scalable to the community at every level. It's just something that I see that can benefit the community and the team at the same time and not just one-sided. So there was just different things that I seen that there has to be an even ground, an even platform that actually understands the people and the team and not just benefit the side.
Every step of the way has been a learning process for us. We think that it will go one way, but it turns out we have to go revert to plan B, C, or D, or even further just to get through. But I mean, that's just part of Web3, especially now on a blockchain like MultiversX, which in reality has only been around for 3 years. There's not a lot of tools and resources built for us here, like an ecosystem like Ethereum. So you just have to learn to be adaptable to whatever's coming up.
Hi guys, it's Amand here from MetaChain TV, and we've got here Trevor and Derek from XDomain Services, and it's a good opportunity to find out what XDomain Services do and how it can help each and every one of you. So first up, if you could, Trevor, tell our audience a bit of background of who you are and what you do, and then we'll jump on to Derek after you.
Yeah, so I'm Trevor. I currently work full-time just outside of the blockchain industry. So I just work in wholesale. But for the past few years, I've been taking a look at cryptocurrency as a whole, and diving into NFTs once I got introduced to the MultiversX blockchain. So I've been in here for a little over a year, starting as an NFT artist, independent, just putting out my own work and creating a small community and building some relationships with other projects in the space, doing collaborations or giveaways or partnerships. I'm partnered with another pretty big project in the space called Realm of Caritha, and they're a 2D gaming metaverse. So I'm going to have some art that's included in there. But Derek reached out to me and wanted to start this project. He was the one that came up with this entire idea. So we're doing a name service. So if you've ever heard Ethereum name service, it's kind of similar structure to that. We think that's a big hole that we can plug in this sector. So we talked for a few hours and I thought it was a great idea. So I decided to hop on. So here we are.
Fantastic. What's your position in XDomain Services, Trevor?
So as a public company, we have that set up in the background. So technically I would be chief of operations. Derek will set the larger goals and I'll help find the logistics and how to accomplish that, communicating with the community with more of the informative information that we're providing on our websites and just making sure we have everything in a compact message for everybody. So kind of bounce back and forth and do a lot, but I would say that's the bulk of what I do is trying to refine a lot of the information that we have.
It sounds great. And what about you, Derek? Can you tell us a bit of background of what you used to do and what you do now with XDomain Services?
So it was about 8 months ago. Well, now it's like 10 to 12 months ago. I started thinking about XDomain Services and bringing that to Elrond because I knew that would make NFTs have value and utility. Then bringing that to Trevor, it was a big step in my life coming from the real world into crypto. I started off before crypto. I was working and doing real world stuff. I wasn't thinking about crypto. And then when I moved into crypto, it's all I thought about. I was still working part-time then, and now I'm kind of just looking for part-time work. Now I want to focus on this. So trying to get it work right now is put on the back burner. So I had made enough in the off term to put this into play and keep me a little steady. But I have 2 kids, and so it's kind of frightening because you're starting a new business. We are getting into legal business. There's only a couple other businesses that are legal on Elrond. So it's a big step for us to move in a business-like fashion and get XDomain Services on the right path. And that's just been a big goal for me. Since we're becoming a company, I'd be the CEO of XDomains, which is awesome. scary, but awesome for someone coming from the regular business world, doing regular people stuff, and then moving into this. It's a lot different of a leap, even from just investing in NFTs and stuff, because that's where we all came from, just investing in NFTs. And I don't know how long you've been in this space, Armand, but it changes really fast. What I've seen hasn't changed is name services, domain services. Those things are definitely always going to be here. There's unlimited domains that you can actually make. So when it all comes down to it, there's going to be different phases in different domains. So that's what made me interested in the domain game, because it's really early. I mean, honestly, truly, it's early looking at the space. Other companies I'm looking at laying off employees, and it's time to build, not break down. And that's what we see. We see a lot of breaking down of different projects and companies and stuff in the bear market. So we saw the opportunities there. So I want to put my full attention into X Domains. I would say I'm the CEO. I'm the creator of the art for Impartial Apes, which is our project that we're putting out. It's going to be the staple to X Domain Services and .ape. So that's just a little bit about me and what we're doing here. So thanks for having us on here. It's good to be on here.
That's very cool. So I'm familiar with, you mentioned as well, Trevor, with the Ethereum name service and all that. So is that what prompted you and your team to create X Domain Services, or is there another reason apart from that?
So I wouldn't say that Ethereum name service was the direct inspiration for domains. We saw that there was a lot of different people that were interested in the overall concept of domain investing. Also, everybody uses on a daily basis. No matter what platform you're on, you're operating on some form or level of a domain. So we noticed that it's something that a lot of people talk about that's in this space. Things like an Ethereum name service, but there's no over-encompassing platform that has everything that's tied together. So we saw that idea, especially with the technology that's available on MultiversX, just how affordable and scalable everything is. We just saw it as a great opportunity to create a home base for domains, starting in our own ecosystem with our community where we've been building and growing, and then eventually being able to expand and aggregate into other communities.
With the MultiversX, you mentioned it is like an all-encompassing sort of ecosystem as well. What do you think, Derek, is it that makes X Domain Services different from other projects? I don't think there's any similar nature project in MultiversX.
No, that's the reason why I wanted to create this project, is because there wasn't. It just seemed like there was a lot of different projects following each other, trying to gain off of their next hype. And there's so much that we can create here, but this is the one thing that's scalable to the community at every level. It's just something that I see that can benefit the community and the team at the same time, and not just one-sided. So there was just different things that I seen that there has to be an even ground, an even platform that actually understands the people and the team, and not just benefit the side, each side. So we see too much of the, supporting of the team, and then the people are coming back and they're angrily saying, hey, we're not getting enough. So that's where I seen this as a big opportunity for the whole community. I think it's just something people might not understand, because we have hero tags, but hero tags aren't something that you can extract value from when it comes to trading, or when it comes to having something that you can use and create as your own that people can see. So there's just a lot of things that we can do in a decentralized way where you own it, it's yours. You could take that in the future. Once we grow bigger, we can rent that out. So you are just the first placeholder. If you're getting involved now, you're the original. So then you'll be able to extract value from years to come. And that's what we want to see. That's just not what we're seeing in most NFT projects. We're seeing just the price going to zero, but we want to be able to scale with everything else. And during the bear market is the time to do that.
Thanks for answering about that hero tag, because that was going to be my other question about it.
I'm sure it was going to be, yeah.
Yeah. In relation to that, would you consider having a top-level domain in the near future or immediate future? Who would like to answer that one?
So you mean like a public top-level domain in the sense of like a .com or something?
That's correct.
Yeah, long term, that would be great. That is a pretty expensive endeavor. A lot of bidding that takes place, and I can get upwards to 6 or 7 figures depending on how much of a hot topic it is.
Wait, so sorry to cut in. Are we talking about public, or are we just talking about being able to create your own website?
So you can also create your own website, as I understand it. With the
So there's a different way. So if you want to explain to him public and private, Trevor.
Oh, yeah. So we've gotten a lot of questions about us wanting to start a public top level domain like .com or something like that. So I was going off of that. So you're saying is in the fact of if you own a domain on our platform, would you be able to have it so it's publicly viewable? Yeah, it would be through taskbar like plugin tool that would be available on different browsers that you'd be able to eventually, not when our platform initially goes live, but in the future be able to build content and host it on our platform so that people that are browsing could publicly see everything, but you would have to activate it.
Yeah, so I could probably explain that a little better. So it'd be through a browser extension. So when you go up and you see your Meyer DeFi wallet, that's an extension. So when you would download the extension, so since we'd be starting out as private, you'd be able to see it only if you had the extension. So it's not like you just be able to type it in. And that's with every service right now, is they are all private on all blockchains. So they have not paid the application fee to bring one of their public yet. So I know that's talk on their platform too, but it's expensive and it takes a while. So we want to start out small, definitely, and have it connected to the Explorer first. So that's free. Then it would be a paid option to upgrade to be able to then host your website just like any other platform, right? So that would be how that would work. Have to pay that extra fee so people could see your wallet. So if you had several in your wallet, anyone could see. If they typed in any of those ones, they'd be able to see your wallet. So that's the way we'd want it to be a setup.
That's how I thought that this would work out. Say you have a personal website or whatever, and then that same address would be your blockchain address where you can receive MultiversX type tokens or ESDT type of tokens.
Well, now if we're going into that would be later on when we would work and create our own wallet extension. So then we would have to have our own brand. So you'd be able to send only if you're using our wallet. So then, because we're not aligned with the Elrond team and they have their own TDL for their own wallets, right? So then we would have to create our own so that people would be able to send. That would be on our roadmap. You asked the question, but that's honestly where we'd want to go, so that we'd want to compete with Ethereum, and maybe not even compete, but mesh. And so that people are coming over and they're using the same kind of service. So
Gotcha. All right. And did you encounter any challenges along the way with the creation of X domains, and how did you and your team overcome them?
Every step of the way has been a learning process for us. We think that it will go one way, but it turns out we have to go revert to plan B, C, or D, or even further just to get through. But I mean, that's just part of Web3, especially now on a blockchain like MultiversX, which in reality has only been around for 3 years. There's not a lot of tools and resources built for us here, like an ecosystem like Ethereum. So you just have to learn to be adaptable to whatever's coming up. There's going to be barriers no matter where you're going. So it's been challenging, but having perseverance and determination is pretty much all you need to get something done in this space. You just have to have the patience to find the right approach. Sometimes it's just trial and error, and you have to have that patience to keep pushing.
Is there anything else you would like to share, Derek, to our audience that you believe is important?
Yeah, I believe in adding fairness to our holders and giving them something back as we grow. And so by having our vouchers and giving impartial apes with our vouchers, we believe that we are setting up a governance, a model that will work in years to come. I definitely want to encourage people to look into our roadmap, and it's not financial advice at all. I just say that because we've been working hard to bring this forward. And I do want to also say that we have contacted Arda, and I don't know if anyone knows of Arda, but they've been a long-standing help in this space for different things and different tools. So we have got them on the line to audit our smart contracts, and we're excited to bring something out, and we want to make sure it's running the way it should be we want to bring so much to this community that I've been here for so long that I've seen what people are looking for. And we hope that we can bring some things to Elrond that people aren't expecting. So that's the last thing I wanted to say. I don't want to give too much, but it's just exciting for us. We put so much work into this. It's ridiculous. It's been fun though.
That's very exciting. And it's good to see projects like yours actually building, especially in this bear marketplace. Whereas a lot of the other companies are downsizing, you just need to continue to build because it's the ones that are building at this time that's going to last for a long time. So how our audience find out more information about you and XDomain Services? Trevor, would you like to?
So our main form of contact and the easiest way to get a hold of us is our Twitter, which is at XDomain Services. That's a pretty simple ad, but what I can end up doing is emailing a feed of all of our links so you could have that attached in the info of your video, just to make that easier so they don't have to take it by word. Then our other main form of contact with the community would be our Discord server, which is also attached in our Twitter links on our profile. Pretty much everything that we have is accessible through our Twitter. But yeah, Twitter and Discord are our two main forms of contact. So I'll end up sending you the links to those right after. So
that's fantastic. So if anyone want to find out more information about you guys, go to XDomain Services, and you're also on Twitter. They can also email you if they need to as well. That's fantastic. Look, I really appreciate your time, guys. Thank you, Trev, and thank you, Derek, for spending a little bit of time with us and our audience and find out more information about XDomain Services. And I really wish you guys the best. And I think you guys are doing a wonderful job for MultiversX and the community. Really looking forward to what you guys do, and we're excited to see what you guys come up with in the near and immediate future. So thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. All right, you have a good day now. Thanks, guys.